So, once again, Gerhard Bloom looking at the delusions and tyranny of the social justice movement. So let's look at non-binary. Okay, this is yet another example of deluded leftists trying to compel you into accepting their nonsense. We are a sexually dimorphic species, as are all other sexually reproducing species, right? There are males and there are females. And you don't actually get to decide, right? Biology decides for you, right? When I adopted my little French bulldog, I didn't ask what gender he defines himself as, right? I saw the little pirate had a package, he was a male, right? Non-binary, this is people, in the words of Douglas Murray, really saying, look at me, right? In the House of Representatives, they recently passed a resolution prohibiting gendered language, right? That's right, no more talk of moms, dads, brothers, sisters, etc. Now, does this language strike you as offensive, right? Well, it offends non-binary individuals, right? The fact is, these offended souls are much like unicorns, right? They are imaginary creatures, right? You can't actually be non-binary. That's just not an option on the table. You're either male or female, right? Protestations to the contrary notwithstanding, right? Now, notwithstanding this obvious fact, the medical community is now aiding and abetting this delusion by transforming growing numbers of people into a state of apparent androgyny, right? That's right, they want to be non-binary. And so healthy breasts are removed and disfiguring chemicals are casually provided under the sway of gender ideologues. The medical community is violating its Hippocratic oath, right? Its first duty is to do no harm. So excising healthy tissue and providing dangerous chemicals to healthy individuals, this is utterly inexcusable. In today's world, there's absolutely no restrictions on performing your gender identity as you choose. You're free to dress as you wish, love who you want, and why now this imperative for irreversible medical intervention, right? This is quite obviously the product of social contagion, to which adolescent girls are acutely susceptible, right? Social scientists have long known young women, not young men, are highly susceptible to social contagion. You get a young adolescent girl in a junior high, high school, who's anorexic. Overnight, there's a cluster of such young women. Young men, it doesn't affect the same way. This isn't to say men are morally superior. Men get addicted to pornography. Women don't, right? That's a malady that's highly skewed towards males. So males and females, they're not better or worse, but they are different, right? And women, highly susceptible to the social contagion. Now, beyond that, the world should not be compelled to do violence to language, this pronoun nonsense, right? And basic scientific truths. Although we can, under most circumstances, politely play along with the trans fiction that people are attempting to play, I'll pretend that I believe that you're actually, a trans man or a trans woman, and for most circumstances, I'll politely agree. Now, if you're a trans woman and you have male junk, you should not be anywhere near a women's changing room, right? My tolerance for that nonsense is very limited, right? You got a package, you belong in a male's changing room. And if you get a little box, you should not be in a male's shower room. It's not safe for you, right? So this attempting to play along with this non-binary nonsense is beyond all reasonable indulgence. So just say no, right? Thank you very much, and I do hope you'll check out my book, Deconstructing Social Justice, available on Amazon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.